Good morning. Today I'm making this video because I'm extra annoyed. I came out today to do my little daily walk around inspection, and I found that some creature or several creatures have been doing devious things today. So right here there's a big hole. There was nothing there. I don't know why, but something dug a big hole there and I filled it in. And over here I'm a little sad because I can't remember the name of this plant, but I mail ordered this and I put it in the ground. I did not put the rocks around it, and it was there's a hole to the roots. The roots were partially eaten, and I'm not sure this plant is even going to make it. So the reason I'm making this video is because I have seen a lot of people asking questions on a lot of garden Facebook pages. There are a lot out there, by the way, about keeping the critters out of the garden. So one of the things that I do is put rocks around every newly planted plant. This seems to work really well, and sometimes I get lazy and I don't put the rocks around, and so that's how I know that it works better than not doing anything. There's a couple other things that I do. One of these, this is my father-in-law's invention. He made this out of I don't know, fencing wire, I guess, to cover his blueberries, and when he passed on, I took these, and this is my little lettuce farm, and it's doing well, and nothing's gotten into it yet. In previous years, yes, if there's a little opening on the bottom, they will get in there. Now, my father-in-law found out that the fencing by itself didn't work, so he put this like netting over it, and unless they find a way in under the bottom, nothing is getting in there. And basically, it's untethered. It's on my concrete walk, so I can lift it, take it off, see, to get my lettuce. But I have to say that if it was on the lawn or on a dirt area, the critters could certainly dig right up underneath it. So let's see. Most of the stuff that I found I already replanted, and it was pretty much newly planted stuff that they went after. That one that I just showed you over there, that's been in the ground for a month, so I don't know. I think that was the work of a vole, and that could have happened several days ago and I could have missed it. So over here, the lamb's ear was dug completely out of the ground. This is one that I planted like 2 days ago, and I didn't put anything around it. And over here, same thing. These lamb's ear were in here for almost a week. So now what I do when I think that it's voles is I use this. This is supposed to work on moles, gophers, and also voles, but it doesn't say that on the package. They don't like the smell of it. It's made out of castor bean, so it's a repellent. It doesn't kill anything, it just repels them. So what I've done with this is I put it into one of those spreaders that people put their grass seed in, and you push the button and it disperses it around the garden. So I do that right before it rains, and allegedly when it rains, it'll water, it'll seep down into the ground, because the voles like to go underground, and it will keep them at bay. So I don't really know how well that works in a general application, but I have to say that once they dig stuff up, I get mad enough that I sprinkle it all around and water it in, and hope for the best for that particular plant. Another thing that I do, this is more for the creatures that are not voles, like squirrels and what I suspect maybe a raccoon doing this damage, I'm really not sure, is sprinkle these around. And I buy this at the dollar store, the $1.25 store, I should say. And how much I apply depends on how frustrated I feel. So sometimes I go through a lot more than I really probably need to. So I don't know if it'll keep them from digging it up, but I like to think that they'll walk around all day going, oh man, my eyes are burning, oh, what's going on? And maybe that will remind them to stay out of my garden. It's wishful thinking, I'm sure. So over here, they got into a planter. Now, I dug a hole in the middle of the planter because I was going to put something in there, and I didn't, but they still dug in there to see what I was doing. So apparently when they sense that the dirt is freshly dug, they think that maybe you're hiding some nice nuts or something, some good treat for them, and that's, I guess, what they're going after. They dug up these. I just kind of tried to get them back in as best I could, but obviously there were rocks in the vicinity of those. I thought there were rocks all around them, and I don't think that deterred them. I think also that planters have much softer, looser dirt, so it's much easier to make a big mess in a planter. Over here, once again, you could see that the rocks are pretty much everywhere. The only thing they're not touching are the roots of the plant, so obviously that has been undisturbed. Oops. All right, so over here, they got after this astilbe. All I did was I moved it from one spot to the other last night, and I didn't do anything. Well, actually, I put the vole stuff around it, but I did not put the rocks around it, and I am going to do that later. And the reason is because just because they dug it up today doesn't mean they won't be back tomorrow, because I have absolutely had them come back and dig stuff, the same stuff out the very next day, and have to go through that all again. Now here's a plant that went in the ground a month ago with the rocks around it, never ever disturbed. Over here, same thing, rocks around there, never ever disturbed. So when I don't do it, it's usually because I'm in a hurry or I'm being forgetful, but I'm telling you that it pays off. So now I see something going on over here. Look at that. All I did was I found this stuff was already in the planter. I think it's Persian. No, I don't think it's Persian shield. Anyway, and this grass here, all I did, I found this bulb laying around. Oh, look. They absolutely, wow, they absolutely chewed on this bulb. It had two like, what I'm going to say, little buds on it coming out of it, and they chewed them right off. I could see that. So this is probably good for nothing. So obviously they thought that was tasty. So that's the end of that. I think it might have been elephant's ear, but I'm not really sure. So I guess that's the end of that one. So anyway, that's just my, just wanted to make some suggestions about, what things you could do. It is a constant battle. Nothing is 100% guaranteed. But I hope some of these little tricks will help you, that you'll see a difference in the future in your garden. Have a great day.